Hey everybody, Rodamon here. Thanks for tuning in to Starbound, a vanilla Let's Play tutorial series. So last episode, we discovered an underwater territory, the Hylotl, and we were able to do some quests. I still have some quests left. So one of them is to plant some things for Yuki the gift giver. She wants sugar, beak seed, and wheat. I'm curious if I have this on hand with me right now. So here is sugar. And beak seed I should have as well. Here's beak seed. And then we also need wheat. Do I really not have wheat? That seems unusual to me, because normally I have lots of it. So if this is the case, another thing I could do, which wouldn't be a terrible idea, is to go ahead and designate this back area to farming. Right? Instead of the front, I'm going to rip up the apothecary. Alright, that looks good. And then what I could do is also put up a platform above it where I can add some storage. So it serves dual purposes. And that way, the front of my ship can go back to looking normal-ish. I'm actually going to remove some of this. I might want a door here if I want to prevent animals from traipsing onto the farm. So we'll get a pretty sizable farm, I think. And that also means tearing up what we had planted and putting it over there. Let's go ahead and put our apothecary back down. And plant some seeds. So, we will first plant the cotton. And then rice. Now, for this quest here, we need sugar, beak seed, and wheat. I do have beak seed on me. It's going to go bad soon. So, another thing I could do is to craft, craft a full-size fridge if I had more tungsten and a battery, which I don't. Mini fridge needs tungsten. Okay, so I don't really have the tungsten. So alternatively, what I could do instead is, for this quest specifically, I will plant the sugar, I will plant some beak seed, and wheat. So there's my sugar, there's my wheat, and where's my beak seed seeds? So now I have everything that I need for that quest planted, and I can always return back to the planet whenever it's done. Right? There's not really a necessary required time frame or anything like that. All right, and let's get watering. Obviously, there's a lot of additional room for more farm, right? So if I wanted to add some additional plants, I could. And maybe I will. All right, so let's go see what other seeds we've got. We've got Avismingo and banana. And that will be my farm for now. So the other thing I wanted to do is storage. It is... Engineer, could you move? You just stay right here. The other issue I'm going to run into... Okay, so some of these plants grow higher than others. So as you can see, I can't necessarily... Oops. I just ruined that, but that's okay. I can't necessarily fit everything in. So what did I pull up? The sugarcane and one of the banana. So for now, this is just where my storage is going to be. One of the cheapest storages that I can add in, this was mentioned by Fluff, was just these simple wooden boxes, wooden crates, large wooden crates. So for this, I'm just going to need some additional timber. There we are. I also could put a wooden door to keep that area secured. So the large wooden crate requires copper bars. Let me grab some of my copper bar. Oh, you know what? Oh yeah, I do have copper bars. Good. I thought I did. I just wanted to demonstrate the storage capacity of stuff. So here we have a regular wooden crate, and here we have a large wooden crate. As you can see, the large wooden crate takes up not a whole lot more footprint space, but can offer me a lot more storage for my money. So in here, what I could do is decide that my seeds are going in here, and this will just be the seed box. So any of my seeds, and I'll pick them out now. And when food spoils, it becomes rotten junk, which is why I'm trying to eat the stuff that's spoiling first. I think that's all my seeds. And then I can also make a few more large wooden crates. Let's make 4 of them. That should be enough for storage. And I think you can see the real benefit of, well, I guess 3 of them. The real benefit of expanding your ship size. So all of these specialty items that I'm going to need to collect, all of these sort of collectibles, I'm going to put into another box. And we'll have that be here. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. This is all for sale. So those are my 4 collectibles. And already some of these plants are begging for more water. Great. Now, we do have some other quests down there. And I also, it was pointed out by you guys that I actually did miss someone that wanted to join us. I just overlooked their, what they said to me, because it was very, very quick. But we could always head back there. So what do I need for this hat? I needed canvas. Okay. And the canvas was just making sure that we got this cotton grown. And I do have some other boxes. So in these other boxes, I can decide to put some specialty codex stuff, maybe, or some mining stuff. I mean, really, you could just decide whatever you want. So these boxes might also be good to store. So here will be my codex box. So those are the sort of unique or uniquer, I know that's not a word, but the uniquer codex stuff. And then the box next to it, I could just put in my hoe and my water bottle, or watering can. And all of these foodstuffs I'm going to pull out now and put them in the proper box. Keeping a tidy inventory is it's pretty important, I would say, so that you don't spend a ton of your time just looking for things that you can't find or place. So it might not be fun to continually have to organize, but if you have a method, stick with it. All right, so there we go. Now that is all sorted. First step, I'm going to go to the teleshop and just sell some of the stuff I've got to sell. I no longer need the lantern stick because we have the light module installed. I'll sell this other wooden box because I'm not going to need it at the moment. And let's go ahead and return to the Stoney Ditch. Take care of some scavenging divers. Oh man, if only I had one more tech card. The last tech card would allow me to get something, you know, a little bit of improvement. There. So beam down to the orbital world, or orbited world, and right as I did that, my beak seed started to grow. Oh well. So here we are again. I don't have my companions with me. Part of the reason why I don't have companions is they offer very limited support on an ocean world because they're not aquatic. Alright, so I just ate some run boost stuff. Another thing is I need the plant fibers for canvas, I believe, right? So might as well grab some of that. And while I'm here, it wouldn't be a terrible idea to get some additional wood because I just used a ton of it for those wooden boxes and platforms. Plus, I did get a coconut, so that's always nice. Alright, so the Stoney Ditch is roughly directly below me. And down we go. Here's the Stoney Ditch. Now with my slightly better armor, I can risk full-out confrontation, where I wouldn't necessarily take that risk before. Now that I have the next tier gear, this outlaw stuff, my armor's better, my damage is better, and I'm a little bit hardier, which is going to allow me to, you know, tank on moderate worlds. And we're returning to Hiroshi. Another thing I didn't do, which one could argue I should have, but was to get enough plant fibers for a flag, so I could flag this colony if I wanted to. It's pretty easy to get back to, but of course, it's easy to forget that it's here. Alright, Matter Manipulator module. Alright, let's have a little chat with everyone to make sure anyone that wanted to join me, I've potentially talked to. I would like a multi-species crew. So, in that desire, it would help if I ran around and made sure that anyone who is willing to join me is talked to at least. And let's take a look at their kitchen here. So, Ocean Surprise. That's a pretty nice recipe there. And some rice cakes. Some bonbons. Made from the sugar. And then we'll make some bonbons. Bonbons. Oh my god. Ton of chocolate. Actually, I'm going to stop because my inventory will fill up. Some coconut drinks. And that's good enough for now. So let's take a look at my food. Yeah, as you can see, it's pretty full. But the coconut drink gives me a little bonus health, which is kind of nice. I'm just going to hope that that was not one of them that wanted to speak with me. Okay, so none of them want to join. Okie dokie. I did just agree to a whole slew of additional missions. So one other thing that was pointed out is if I wanted the gongs that was originally here, I would just need to go up to the generator and turn that generator off. And that would give me access to the gongs. But I managed to find the gongs elsewhere, so it was kind of a moot point. But I believe that generator is up here, if memory serves. And then that makes this colony technically destructible, but I don't want to drown anyone here, so I'm not going to be doing that. Oh no, it's actually not up here. Alright, well let's keep picking up side quests until someone offers to join the crew. And I'm just going to have to keep my eye open to make sure I don't miss any conversations of someone offering to join where I ignore them. Okay, so we have a ton of things to investigate. And a lot of these are in the depths of the old ruins. Well, pretty much all of them are. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I am going to take a slightly different approach to how I get there. I'm going to teleport back to the base, make sure that I water my plants, and then when I teleport down, I'm going to skim the surface instead. Yeah, because these plants are all just about dry. I'll just leave the watering can in here for convenience. Alright, my inventory is... some of it is slightly filling up. Now, a lot of this stuff, your sort of construction blocks here are more or less worthless. So things that are worth keeping is maybe like the dirt, the wood. But a lot of this stuff is just sort of garbage. It's not worth anything, and unless you plan on building something with that, it's, you know, it's in my opinion not all that worth keeping. Beam down to Orbit World. Already one of my plants water. Well, too bad. Alright, so interestingly enough, this planet is small enough that the ruins here are reading to the left, not the right. I have a lot of throwing daggers, so... practice my aim. Now there is a a tech that I would very much like to unlock that would allow me to traverse water a lot faster, but I don't have it yet, so... And I just literally needed one more tech card for it. Now, all of the people that were willing to escort me, I have indeed left behind. And I don't really intend to go grab them again, because it would take time. And I don't believe it's a requirement of this quest, so... Hey, you're not subterranean. Huh? It's a pleasure to meet you, too. Pretty much everything here I've already scanned, so... Except for some of the plants. I'm going to keep going over the overland until I am directly over the ruins. Seems to me that my food is full, because these bananas and banana seed are not being picked up, so... is there anything I can throw? Well, I'm not full yet, so let's eat some bonbons for the energy boost. Alright, down to the ruins we go yet again. Obviously, the Hylotl want their ruins not to be, well, ruined. Oh, there's the tech card. I was looking for one of those. So let's do all of the, I believe, 4 sort of hunting missions that we have down here. Be a completionist and make sure that everything's done before we go back to town to say that we've done what they've asked. I may get impatient and just like dig through these ruins, which is probably not what role-playing wise, not what they wanted me to do. But hey, at least the looters will be dealt with. That would be you guys. Alright, so 1, 2, 3 is done, and this would be the last group. So I'm 3/4 done with all of my bounty hunting, I guess is what we could call it. I'm going to continually check to make sure that I have... I've eaten everything so that we can just pick up anything. We went from not having a lot of food and having to eat canned food to having a significant farm on our little ship and being able to feed ourselves plenty. All right. And patience activated. Oh, there they are. Let's pop up from the cobblestone, just to keep the ruins intact. Or the gravel, whatever it is. Surprise! Oh, I'm underground. You can, much the way, if you're familiar with Minecraft, how you can have gravel or sand land on you to the point where, like, you can't move. you can do that here too. So you can bury yourself, especially dangerous if you don't have a breathing EPP. But you can bury yourself under so much gravel or sand that it would be suffocating. So just keep that in mind. All right, so that's all 4 of our quests to come here. All right, I'm mostly just interested in getting to the surface as fast as we can so that I can get back to town, because town was it's going to be quicker for me to just go to the surface like this and then go back to town. And in fact, I'll probably go to the outpost first to get use the tech card that I was awarded. So first things first, we are going to do some watering. There will come a day where we won't need to water manually anymore. I am looking forward to that day. I'm not going to harvest any of the first 3 plants until all 3 of them are ready to go. The beak seed and all that, because that's part of a quest. Even though the wheat's ready, I'm going to hold off on that. Okay, so let's go down to the teleshop. And this tech that I'm unlocking is particularly useful for traversing ocean or ocean-like worlds. It's the Aqua Sphere. So let's grab it, activate it, hop on out. The Aqua Sphere is exactly like the regular sphere in that you compress your matter into a little ball, but the real advantage of it is you float and can travel across the oceans quickly. So I will demonstrate that here. This is a lot faster to travel across the ocean than sort of treading water, right? Much, much better. Ow, that was unnecessary. It also forces you to float. So it's another really good way that if you're deep under the ocean and you want to return to the surface rapidly, you just turn into the Aqua Sphere and you'll skyrocket to the surface really, really, really quick. Alright. I do need some plant matter for canvases, or for woven fabric, so... Rude. Again, I didn't have enough of these plant fibers to make a flag. But I would like to flag this town once I have enough. Alright, and I believe it's now below us. But here's a little demo. As you can see, if I turn into the Aqua Sphere, I start very quickly floating up to the surface. Nope, there's the generator that I was talking about. All right, let's get to the east entrance. And let's eat our bonbons. Not that I need the energy boost. So, little reminder to myself, make sure to keep an open eye for, excuse you, Jesus, you're pretty far down. My eyes open for anyone that says they would like to join me. Because sometimes it will just be a dialogue bubble. That is very easy to miss. as I've missed probably half of all offers ever made already. Okay, so those guys, nope. We got some silver ore and a two-hander that actually does a remarkable amount of damage compared to my two... Oh, no, it's about the same. Okay, it's literally the same. The difference is the special ability. This has same rate of fire, same damage per swing, just uppercut versus energy aura, and I'll go for energy aura, so... Okay, we do have some additional quests to turn over. I actually... Where are they? I think they're over in this wing. May I join your crew? You are a janitor. Sure. Wait, get back here. Nope, stop. So janitors, as a little reminder, do not actually offer much benefit. They just look busy. But, we can always fire the janitor at a later date if we want to replace the janitor with someone else. And your crew max is 12. So there's a lot more space for medics and soldiers and chemists and all that. So it's not upgrade module? Nice. It's not likely that we'll have to get rid of our janitor all that soon for space. Okay, they don't want to join me. That is all the quests that I have that are not farming based. So I'm going to get back to my ship and see if the farming plants are ready. And make sure to bring a Novakid flag here so I can flag this world for future travel. So here is the benefit of the Aqua Sphere. Boom. I'm already back to the ship. Very, very convenient. So now I have a license to improve the size of my ship yet again. Because I have a crew of 4. And okay, so this isn't ready. So the new crew here, where is he? Here you are. So the janitor just looks busy. He'll move around and he'll look like he's cleaning. It's cosmetic only, of course. And I will be raffling that off to one of my Patreon patrons. But I have to edit the save file to do that. But I do believe we just got enough canvas or enough cotton for the last of the armor that I need. So that's really exciting. So let's get that cotton wool out, make the canvas, and then make the outlaw hat. I like the little LeVar Burton goggle thing going on here. I don't know what that's about, but hey, I like it. But actually, I'm going to cosmetically make it the other hat, because I prefer it. But, you know, there we are. There's that next tier. So the tier after this, of course, is only going to be upgraded once I get Durasteel. So it's going to be a little bit. But if I get more titanium, I can upgrade my my breathing EPP into a radiation EPP to allow me to go to radiation worlds. So I am going to need to obtain 6 titanium ore, or bars rather. That is going to be an important step for me to unlock the next sort of tier of planets. Five, 4. Okay, that's inferior. So the sugar is ready, but not the beak seed. Do I have beak seed on me? Or did I cook it all? No, I have some beak seed. It's going to go bad really soon. But alright, let's get back down to make... Good, I have 40. I'll make all 40. I'm going to be making myself a flag the Novakid flag, so we need 12 more of the woven fabrics so that I can flag the world, and then we'll return that last quest. So Novakid flag is just 1 copper bar and some woven fabric. I'm actually going to make the other... I'm going to have a spare flag on me. I really should be doing that. It's a very, very good practice to have anyway. So there's a second flag. And Yuki the Gift Giver. Track quest. Return to Yuki. I have a limited amount of time that I can get back to Yuki because eventually the food that I have on me will rot. So it is a little time sensitive. But, alright, so let's go back down to Yuki. And let's eat my ocean surprise. No, I'll save that for when we need it. I'll just have some chocolate for now. Chocolate was actually probably a bad choice too, only because it doesn't spoil like almost at all. So it's a very good food stuff to keep in your inventory or storage for a long, long time. And of course, anything you put into a refrigerator won't spoil anyway, so. Got some raw poultry out of that. The new hat makes me tankier, but I gotta be careful with my health. I got hurt there. Alright, let's start sinking here. Oh, look at you guys. Out for blood so badly that you're willing to drown for it. So, my Novakid flag. I think it's stopping me because I was physically too close. I don't think that's how you spell it. God, I'm always bad at spelling Hylotl. Let me correct it. Alright, so this flag is going to be Hylotl Town. Good enough. And then, of course, it will be here if I ever want to return. Right? If there's ever a need to go back to talk to any of these guys. Oh, and this guy wants to join the crew too. We can't support anymore. So I would need to increase the size of my ship. But, yeah, I want to talk to him again. So we'll have to go to town and upgrade the size of our ship so we can add more crew members. Alright, so now we need to make a beak seed tart. Out of the ingredients that I just acquired, I believe there's a kitchen maybe over here? There was a kitchen somewhere. I'll find it. You know, I'll go back to the ship and improve the size, and then we'll be able to recruit that guy. If he's still willing and wanting. That'll have to work for me. So the beak seed tart. If we take a look at Beak Seed Tart requires Beak Seed Jam and wheat. Beak Seed Jam, done. Beak Seed Tart, done. Alright, next step to the Ark with our upgrade modules to add capacity for crew. And this will also make the ship larger. There it is. Now, if you were trying to improve the size of your ship without the addition of crew, you'd be talking to this guy here and buying fake ship licenses to allow you to have larger crew without, or to allow you to have a larger ship without crew. And as you can see, it costs a lot of pixels. So in a way, adding crew members through recruiting, or adding crew members through recruiting and then increasing the size of your ship is by far the cheaper option. So now, coming back to the ship, it should be bigger. And as you can see, it now has a much higher ceiling here and then a little room over here. Let's break through these hazard blocks. And if I check crew here, we've got the 4. And over here, we have hazard blocks because the captain's chair is larger, right? Or the cockpit is larger. I don't really want these. I'll hold out of the hazard blocks. Doesn't hurt. But obviously, one of the immediate benefits I could do is to raise the level of my storage up here, so that we can have more farming area or whatever. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. I want to beam down, return to... Oh, actually, I shouldn't have even beamed down. Let me beam back up. I should teleport to my flag. That's going to be a little bit faster. Hylotl Town. And now we are at the steps of the town here. What's there to eat? What is spoiling soon? My coconut drinks. I don't know. Alright, let's go back to the guy that said he wanted to join. I think I'd recognize him, hopefully. That's him, there. He is a soldier. Yeah, I'll add a soldier. So now I have 2 soldiers. And deliver the Beak Seed Tart to Taiki, who's just above me. Let me just traverse this town as a bubble. It's got to look a little strange. Why are you following me? Okay, whatever. And that would be that entire side quest line. Oh, something rotted. Giving me my first magical weapon. And I do want to demo this because they can be a lot of fun. Poison Swarm is not exactly my favorite ability, but it's something. Alright, we've got some additional quests. And I wouldn't mind taking on yet another crew member. So I'm going to take these 2 quests in hopes that it encourages someone to join me. And also, I will use this opportunity to demo the new weapon. So, Poison Swarm, you charge it up with left mouse button, and then it creates a swarm of poison cloud. There's, I don't know how many spells, let's call them spells. I don't know how many spells there are. A few dozen, maybe, something like that. But some range from utility, like healing auras, and some are, most of them are attack. But the two-hander wands tend to have a primary and secondary, whereas this one-hander only has a primary. But this is a blue quality rare wand. The real advantage of this, in my opinion, is the ability to do a lot of damage over distance. So as you can see, I can charge it up, release it here, and poison these enemies without really ever risking my own health. It's maybe not the highest DPS, but as you can see, there is zero risk, basically. I can just continually pummel them with the poison wand, and some of the other abilities are a little bit stronger than this one. Alright, so that one is done. What about the other one? Oh, you want me to go to the ruins. Oof, okay. It would be a pretty wise idea to also flag the ruins, but I don't think I will, just because I don't want to go hunting for plant fiber forever, because it does take a bit of time to get that. Alright, little jump boost out of my bread. Now, there are certain plants, not on the ocean world here, but there are certain plants that do yield plant fiber in much higher quantities. I'm sort of killing indiscriminately here, which is bad because some of those creatures were non-hostile. I also haven't demonstrated capturing creatures yet, but I'm probably going to wait to do that. Especially if I find some creatures are just better, stronger than others. They're not all made equal. Alright, heading over to the ruins. I realize that this episode is going a little long as a result, but once I'm done with this little side quest, that will be the end of it. Get a little extra time out of me today. Alright, the ruins should be roughly below me now. Hey, what do you want me to do? You want me to go into the ruins too? Sure. I'll already be there once. Alright, I think the ruins will be roughly below me now, so let's start diving. Waiting for me to not have a full belly, and I'll drink the reef drink. I'm keeping my my stomach nice and full. Yeah, so here are the ruins. And I'm looking for... Oh, I think it's in a different section. Oh no, the other quest has me coming this way. So I might spelunk down here. That light augment really was game-changing. It is so very nice to produce my own light and also have a breathing apparatus. So I think this is probably the last of the Hylotl quest I'm going to do, so I'm not going to be... Oh, this quest has me going down, down, down. Oh yeah, there they are. I'm not going to be as respectful to these ruins and not break them down as I was before. Because I'm not going to plan to be back. But hey, titanium ore, I do need that. It would be good if I got the needed titanium ore while I'm down here. So maybe I'll make that... Yep, this is going to be a little bit longer of an episode, isn't it? Now, for sheer DPS, the wand definitely can't compare to my dual-wielding one-handers, which is why I'm falling back on relying them a lot. So once I find this last group of bandits, I will poke around for some titanium ore so that I can upgrade. Okay, there they are. Exactly where they were last time. You guys never learn, do you? Okay, that's all of them. Now, one of the quest givers is not in the same town, right? They were, oh, here's a giant vein of titanium. Perfect. That might solve my titanium problems. Let's get a little bit more. Just to make sure I have enough for the upgrades I need. I vaguely remember I also needing silver or something, but I could be wrong about that. Now, as this cavern fills up, it's going to be really easy for me to resurface, too. Yeah, I'm going to go a little overboard on that titanium just to make sure I have all that I need. And we've got some gold and silver over here as well. Oh. Well, I guess I'm just Mr. Fumblefingers today. Let me go the easier way. Alright, let's get on out of here. And you can swim up like this. Man, this is still filling up from the original time I dug through. Alright, so I want to return to the one that is over here, because it will be a lot more annoying to get back to her. Some plant fiber. Man, you are crabby crabbies. Uina, that's her name. And then we can just use the teleport flag for the last two. Okay, she's not joining us. It's fine. I wasn't really expecting her to. Let's see here. We've got a reward of a matter manipulator module. That's a pretty good reward. Now, at some point, I'll probably monocrop here, which means replacing everything eventually with, like, cotton and rice. Rice as nutrients, cotton as a crafting, rather than to have a variety of crops. It's not necessarily a terrible idea to pick a recipe, a food recipe that is, and say, oh, you know, I want to, you know, just grow these specific food recipes so that, you know, I can very quickly make this one meal that I find to be very beneficial. That's not a bad call either. Alright, so the two quest givers are over here somewhere. Uh-oh. Got stuck in that door. Whole bunch of people following me. Just making sure I don't miss anyone's conversation, because I've been guilty of that a lot. And what did that net me? A two-hander wand with a slow zone and a fire bouncer. Alright, that might be even more intriguing than the one-hander I have. The slow mode especially. That could be really, really powerful. And you don't want to join me either. Okay, but what did you give me? A energy aura two-hander that is better than my last one. So, awesome. More upgrades. Before I warp back to the ship, I'm just going to make sure that... Oh, look at you with your fancy recipes. Yeah, that gives me opportunity to sell some stuff. There's a clean 1,000 there. I'm probably not going to sell my fruit, though. Alright, as far as I could tell, no one wants to join. So let's get on out of this. Tons and tons and tons more quests. They're procedurally generated, and they will, you can always find more quest givers. So if you do want to add some crew, just go to really any of the towns, and you'll be offered a ton of people that care to join you. But I'm trying to build up a crew of a little bit of every species. So I've got some glitch, I've got some Hylotl, I've got some human. And let's beam on up. And that about sums it up for me. So if you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, I am, next episode, likely to probably go... Maybe become a peacekeeper, and maybe to locate the artifact. I feel like I'm strong enough for that now. Some of these side quests as well would not be a terrible thing for me to sidetrack and do that either. And that's going to be next episode. If you have feedback, just let me know in the comments below. Thank you all so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode. Farewell, friends.